One character that's going to be forever slept on will be Shuna. This character is just a solid unit that got released around a lot of hype. But your boy's going to be trying to show her off today, and thanks so much to the man Sleepy for allowing me to do this. Now, Shuna's entire game plan is very simple, and she's mainly just this healer slash arch-shin hybrid character that also offers a pretty decent damage debuff as well. Her passive helps her with this healing slash arch-shinning role by giving her 3 arts per second, and heal equips get 30% faster as long as she's not in a stats element. Also keep in mind the freeze res and paralysis res. This will be huge in the future. We have a massive heal on the art while also giving some dark res. The true art's giving us a cleanse plus also arch-shinning everyone. And then finally we have the overdrive, which is going to be able to revive anybody who has died and gives us a 150% magic res. The revive is kind of whatever unless stuff changes in the game. I've talked about this before, but yeah, don't worry about the revive too much. The thing I wanted to take her up against was actually Ultimate Paladin Roy. Now, Ultimate Paladin Roy is a perfect fight for this girl Shuna because he's inflicting freezes. He's going to be constantly dealing quite a bit of damage to the team, so being able to keep everyone healthy with that art. And we also do have that super art, which applies that magic res that we can kind of benefit from. The team we went with was an Arstilla Orbis, a Diablo, Shuna, and Shiro Emiya. In this case scenario, we maybe would also run Albedo instead of the Shiro, and then possibly throw in like a Duke or something, just to have like a full demon team. But one thing that I will note is that the amount of arch-shin that this girl provides to this team, and stacking with a character like Arstilla Orbis, plus stacking with Diablo's arch-shin, is actually incredible. And there's a fight later on that we do with a different team comp, and you'll see that that team as well has crazy arch-shin with this girl Shuna being on the team as well. And if you notice our equips, we actually aren't using Keratos. I didn't do this on purpose. I was like, oh crap, we probably should put on a Keratos, but it kind of made it a bit better. This completely allowed us to just only rely on Shuna for a cleanse, and it worked out really well. Since we have the Seswevi Frill is giving us that 100% freeze res. Shuna has an innate 100% freeze res already, so she actually didn't get frozen a single time. Not once did this girl get frozen during this fight. We get to the second threshold here, and we are about to break very soon. Unfortunately, Arstilla Orbis doesn't have the Chloe passive, so we get that 200 arc gauge. So once we break, we won't really get a ton of burst happening unless we prepare for it. And in this run, I don't think I prepared too much for it. I mean, we barely dealt any damage, since the only one really dealing deeps here or has a chance to deal deeps would be Shiro Emiya. But once we get that break in, there it is. We're going to instantly burst through quite a bit of HP here. We're also going to be using Overdrive, trying to get as much damage off as possible with Shuna. And Shuna herself doesn't really deal a lot of deeps at all. Even with Arstilla Orbis kind of helping in that magic damage department, you can see like we are barely even pushing over 5 million. Nothing crazy, right? Oh, one more thing too about Shuna is that her true art is actually instant. Her cleanse, it's not like Rimuru, human Rimuru, you know, where he has to take a step back, throw it down, then he cleanses. No, Shuna's true art cleanse is as soon as you flick up, you get that cleanse. And look at that, the boss is dead. 3 minutes and 30-second clear on Ultimate Paladin Roy. Pretty solid, not anything too bad, right? But it could have been a bit better. Now, the next team I want to show you is the Mono Light setup. Now, the Mono Light setup is going to be consisting of Star God, Senki, Shuna, and BF Emperor. Now, I will tell you right now, this team is in need of massive buffs. We need a damage mitigation character, a legitimate damage mitigation character. I thought that maybe with the defense item from this man BF Emperor, the damage mitigation plus the art with Shuna, this would allow us to pretty much be, you know, invincible to an extent. We did take a little bit of damage at times, like right here at this threshold, and it was a bit scary. I was like, man, we can still die here. I kind of wish the heal was just a tiny bit faster to make it a bit more spammable. Like if it was just like a 2-second animation. So on a team like this where the arch-shin is going wild, you can just keep refreshing it to an extent, right? It would be a bit broken, but, you know, it would be a nice little oh crap button. We went up against the Defier of Fate Emperor. Now, this entire fight, I think it is possible with this team, let me say. I feel like it's possible. If we had a damage mitigation character. We have a ton of DR on this team. It still didn't feel like enough, man. It didn't. We did really good in terms of damage, in terms of speed and everything. But once we got down to that second to last threshold, the team just fell apart. It was way too much to deal with. If this team gets a damage mitigation character, even if it's not like Shiro Emiya, right? It could be someone that just gives flat DR. Flat DR and crit res or something of that sort, and instantly so much better. Once Mono Light gets that, this team is on the map. Literally going to be an extremely strong and competitive team. But right now, it's hard carried by BF Emperor and Star God. These two characters hard carry. If you don't have these two units, then you're not playing the game, right? Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this video. Tell me down below what you guys think about Shuna. You like her? You don't? You kind of think she's whatever? Let me know all that type of stuff down there. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hey man, check out this video popping on the screen right now. It's the Samurai Rimuru showcase, man. You got to check out Samurai Rim if you checked out Shuna. Also, tell me down below what crossover you think is coming to Grand Summoners. We're having that JP announcement tomorrow, and your boy is going to be reacting to it. Well, live, I guess, but it's going to be a YouTube video. It won't be a live stream. But yeah, you guys can see my reaction to it tomorrow. Fingers crossed, it's something crazy. Thank you all again for hanging out, though. And last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.